Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start with the new concept called proportion. Okay. So, actually this chapter name is itself ratio and proportion. Right. In the previous classes, we have discussed about ratio. Right. Now, we are going to discuss about the proportion. Okay, ratio means what? We are going to compare two quantities of same types. Okay, we are going to compare two quantities of same type. You will get the ratio. How we will denote the ratio? By using the colon sign. Okay, this is one quantity, this is one quantity. Actually this two quantities represents a part. Okay, the part of that whole thing. Like, so this ratio can be expressed like fractions. Okay, so you have learnt about fraction, ratios, right? So ratios can be represented like fraction, like 4 by 5, like that. Now we are going to deal with the proportion. Okay. Now see, in the page number 252, there is an example given that in one shop, okay, there is first shop and there is a second shop. In the first shop, they are giving 5 kg of tomatoes for rupees 40. 5 kgs of tomatoes for rupees 40. In the second shop, they are giving 6 kgs of tomatoes for rupees 42. So, obviously, everyone will have a confusion where to go and buy, right? Whether we can buy from first shop or second shop. We will get confusions, right? So, in those cases, we will use the proportion. Okay? Actually, in proportion, we will compare two ratios. Okay? Ratio means what? You will compare two quantities of same type. But when it is proportion, you will compare two ratios. Okay? When two ratios are same, we will say that ratio is in proportion. Listen children, see, in the first shop there is a offer that for 5 kg of tomatoes are given for 40 rupees. In second shop, 6 kgs of tomatoes are given for rupees 42. So obviously the customer will get confused whether we'll go to first shop or to the second shop to buy it. So in those cases, we will use the proportion concept. Okay. So when you're now we are going to compare it. Okay, we are going to compare the cost, weight first of all. Okay, now we are going to compare the weights. Okay, so what is the weight you are getting? Here 5 kg, here 6 kg. So what is the ratio of these two weight? 5:6. Next, rupees 40, here 42. So when you're doing 40 by 42, see 5:6 can be written as 5 by 6, right? So 40:42 can be written like this. In 2 table 20, 21. Can we cancel this still more? No. 20 by 21 it is there. So actually this is different, this is different. Okay. So this can be written as 5:6. This can be written as 20:21. So both the ratios are different. So they are not in proportion. Okay, when the ratios are equal, for example, if one quantity comparison we got the ratio as 4:5, another quantity comparison we got 4:5, then we say that both are in proportion. Okay, when we get the ratios as equal. Okay, when you got the ratio, both the ratio as equal, we can say that it is, we can say that they are in proportion. If they are not equal, we can say that they are not in proportion. Okay, that is what the main concept of the proportion, children. So there are many examples given in page number 250, 253 and all. So you can check that. So in that box, one bolded letters also, it is given the clear explanation of the meaning of proportion. Okay, in bolded form they have given the meaning of proportion. Okay, so you can go through that, so you'll get more clear idea about it. See, in the bolded letter they have given, if two ratios are equal, we say that they are in proportion. And what symbol you will use it? Two colons you will use it, or you will use equal to sign. Okay, see, I'll say in the example problem itself they have given 3:10 is one ratio which is proportion to 15:50. This is one ratio, this is one ratio. These two ratio are in proportion. How it is in proportion? Because see, if I do 3:10, we can divide 3 by 10. Okay, then 15:50, how you will write? 15 by 50, cancel in, 5 3s are 5 10s are. So what you are getting again? 3 by 10. So 3 by 10 is can be written as 3:10. Here also 3:10. So both actually are getting same ratio. So we can say that these two ratios are equal. So they are in proportion. So by using this double colon symbol, we are representing the proportion. Okay, did you understand? A ratio means only one colon you will put. This actual concept is given in page number 254. Okay, so the main concept is given in page number 254. You can refer that. Now see, after this, see, I'll tell you, this is one fraction, is a ratio, this is one ratio, correct? If they are not in fractions, okay, if two ratios are not equal, means like this, they are not equal, right? If this is a case, they are not in proportion. Okay, so how you will say the, actually what are the quantities are there? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, totally 4 quantities are there. So these quantities together they are called as respective terms. What do we call it as? Respective terms. They are together called as 1 2 3 4. All the 4 terms are called as respective terms. Okay, keep it in your mind, respective terms. Okay, now so how many 4 terms are there? The 4 are respective terms. So in this corner terms, first term and last term. Okay, first term, last term, first and last are called as extreme terms. Keep it in your mind, they are called as extreme terms. First and last is called as extreme terms. Next, middle 2 terms are there, right? Second and third. Second term and third term is called as middle term. What is called as? It is called as middle term. Okay, so all the 4 is called as respective terms. First and last one, border is extreme corners. So extreme, middle is your middle term. So this is very much important in your proposition. So when the fractions are equal, we call it as proportion. Understood? Next is your example number 8. Okay, are the ratios 25 gram is to 30 gram and 40 kilogram is to 48 gram are in proportion? So we should check whether this ratio is equal to this ratio. Okay, so we should check whether both the ratio have same units. So these two are same, so okay. These two are same, okay. So they are in same quantity, so same unit. Okay, so 25 gram is to 30 gram. How you will find the ratio? 25 divided by 30. In fifth table, 5 5s are 5 6 are. So you will get 5 by 6. So what is the ratio? 5:6. Next, 40 kilogram is to 48 kilogram. So now 40 divided by 48 I am doing 20, 24. In 2 table I am just cancelling, children. Then 10 times, then 12 times, then in 5 times, then 6 times. So again you are getting 5 by 6, which is equal to 5:6. Yes, of course, you are getting same ratios. So we can say that this ratio and this ratio are in proportion. So how you will write? 25:30 double colon 40:48. So with this meaning is actually this fraction and this fraction, this ratio and this ratio are in proportion. Okay. Next, are 30, 40, 45 and 60 are in proportion. So we have to check it. Okay. So these four are 4 terms. So now we are going to find the ratio of these two, then ratio of this two. Okay, can we find like that as usual? A ratio of 30 to 40 I am going to do. So 30 divided by 40 cancel. 3 by 4 you are getting, which is nothing but 3:4. Then I am going to find the ratio of next two. 45 to 60, which is nothing but 45 divided by 60. In fifth table, 9s are 12s are, then 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12. So you are getting 3 by 4, which is nothing but 3:4. So both the ratios are equal. So we can say that 30:40 is proportion to 45:60. So we got that they are in proportion. Okay. Next is your example number 10. Do the ratios 15 centimeter to 2 meter and 10 seconds to 3 minutes form the proportion. I told you when it is a ratio, they should have a same unit. But here it is 15 centimeter to 2 meter. So you have to convert either to centimeter or to meter, right? So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 2 meter means 200 centimeter. So what is the fraction ratio for this? 15 centimeter divided by 200 centimeter. 15 centimeter I wrote numerator. 2 meter I wrote 200 centimeter. Cancelling it. 5 3s are 5 4s are 20, 0. So what you are getting? 3 by 40, which is nothing but 3:40. So what is the ratio you are getting? 3:40. Next, first ratio you got it as 3:40. Next, what is the next ratio? 10 seconds to 3 minutes. So this is also both in different units. So I told you we have to convert both in same units, right? So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Appa 3 minutes means 3 into 60. 6 3s are 18, 180 seconds. Appa 10 seconds divided by 180 seconds. 10 seconds for 3 minutes, 180 seconds. 0 0 cancel. So you're getting 1 by 18. 1:18. Whether this and this are same? No. So we can say that they are not in proportion. They are not in proportion. Okay. Understood? Next comes your exercise 12.2 children. This is also the same thing what we have discussed in the example problem. Okay. Now we shall be discuss it. Determine if the following are in proportion. We have to check whether these 4 terms are in proportion. So what we have to do? We have to find the ratios are equal or not. So first we should check the these two ratios and these two ratios, right? A ratio of 15 to 45. First 2 terms I will take. Next 2 term is next ratio. 15 to 45. So 15 divided by 45. Fifth table. 5 3s are 15. 5 9s are 45. Yes. 3 1s are 3. 3 3s are 9. So what you are getting? 1 by 3, which is nothing but 1:3. So the ratio is 1:3. Okay, next ratio. The ratio of 40 to 120. 40 to 120 I am taking. 40 divided by 120. 0 0 cancel. 4 1s are 4. 4 3s are 12. So 1 by 3 you are getting. So what is the fraction? 1:3. So we got ratios as equal. Therefore 15:45 is proportion to 40:120. So they are in proportion. Yes, they are in proportion. Okay, the same way next problem. 33, 121, 9, 96. So first ratio of 33 to 121. I have taken first two terms. So 33 divided by 121. 11 threes are 121. 11 11s are. Okay. Can we cancel this anymore? No. So 3 by 11 is equal to 3 is to 11. Next, a ratio of 9 to 96. So 9 by 96 I am getting. 3 threes are 9, 3 threes are 9, 3 twos are 6. So can we cancel this anymore? No. So 3 by 32. So 3 is to 32 you are getting. So they are not in proportion because the fractions are not equal. So ratios are not equal. Sorry children, it is ratios are not equal. Next, C problem. 24, 28, 36, 48. Okay. As usual, ratio of 24 to 28 is equal to 24 divided by 28. 12 times 14, then 6 times 7 times. 6 by 7, which is nothing but 6 is to 7. Next, a ratio of 36 to 48. 36 divided by 48. Okay, in 12th table, 12 threes are, 12 fours are. So, you are getting 3 by 4, which is equal to 3 is to 4. They are not equal, right? So, they are not in proportion. They are not in proportion. Okay. Next, again the same thing children. I am just continuing. Ratio of 32 to 48. First two terms I am taking. 32 divided by 48. In 2 table. 2 ones are 2. 2 6 are 12. 2 twos are 4. 2 fours are 8. Then 8 twos are 16. 12 times. 2 fours are 2 6 are 2 twos are 4. 2 threes are 6. So 2 by 3 you are getting, which is nothing but 2 is to 3. Next, ratio of 70 to 210. 70 divided by 210. 0 0 cancel. 7 ones are 7. 7 threes are 21. So you are getting 1 by 3, which is nothing but 1 is to 3. Whether they are equal? No. So they are not in proportion. They are not in proportion. Okay, they are not in proportion children. Okay. Next is your second problem. It is actually true or false. So we have to find the ratio whether it is equal. If it is equal, they are obviously proportion. Okay. So first, ratio of 16 to 24. This is one ratio. This is one ratio, right? Ratio of 16 to 24. 16 divided by 24. 8 twos are 16. 12. 2 fours are 2 6 are 2 twos are 4. 2 threes are 6. So 2 by 3 you are getting, which is nothing but 2 is to 3. Okay. Next, ratio of 20 to 30. So 20 divided by 30, 0 0 cancel. You are getting 2 by 3, which is nothing but 2 is to 3. So both the ratios are equal. So we are say that the statement is true. Okay, the statement is what children? True, because they are proportion. So the given statement is true. Next, a ratio of 21 to 6. 21 divided by 6. 7 threes are 3 twos are. So you are getting 7 by 2, which is nothing but 7 is to 2. Okay. Next, ratio of 35 to 10. 35 divided by 10. 7 5s are 7 2s are, so 7 by 2 is equal to 7 is to 2. So both the ratios are equal. So the statement is true. Okay. Listen children, in your first problem, E and F problem is your homework. Okay. E a problem and F problem. See, whatever steps I am writing in the fair notes, everything should be written in your homework note also. Okay. E and F is your homework. Okay. Now, C problem. So the B problem, the statement is true. Okay. Next, ratio of 12 to 18. So 12 divided by 18. 6 twos are 12. 9 twos are 18. 2 threes are 6. 2 3s are, sorry, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. So you're getting 2 by 3, which is nothing but 2 is to 3. Okay. Now, a ratio of 28 is to 12. 25 is to 12. 1, 4, 6 times, then 7, 3, about 7 by 3 you're getting, which is nothing but 7 is to 3. Whether they are equal? No. Appo, the statement is false. The statement is what, children? It is false. Next, a ratio of 8 to 9. 8 by 9. Can we do any cancellation anymore? No. So, ratio is 8 is to 9. Then, a ratio of 24 to 27. 24 divided by 27. In third table, 3 8s are, 3 9s are. So, 8 is to 9. So, we got both the ratios as same. Right. So, what we can say? The statement is true. Okay. So, only this statement is false. Then E and your F problem is your homework. Okay. So, in this class, we have discussed exercise 12.2, which is fully based upon the proportion. Yes. I have given a first problem, C, E and F as a homework, and second problem, E and F as your homework. I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.